In the automotive world, there are good names, like the Rolls-Royce Dawn. There are bad names, he'll disagree, like the McLaren MP4-12C. And then there are really, really hard to pronounce names that every single person gets wrong. So first up is the latest offering from Alfa Romeo. Not called the Giulia Quadrifoglio, it is called the Giulia Quadrifoglio. Quadrifoglio actually means four-leaf clover, hence the logos on the car.
Yeah.
But that is the strangest spelling of Giulia I've ever seen, as an American, of course.
Quadrifoglio stands for, as he said, four-leaf clover. And it's pronounced like it's spelled if you took out the G. I don't know why there's a G in there.
Quadrifoglio?
Yeah, it looks like quadrifoglio. The first few times I saw it, like, it's the Alfa Romeo Quadrifoglio.
Also, in a car name, whenever you see quad or four, you think four-wheel drive. You're not thinking four-leaf clover.
Yeah. Also, Giulia, it's Giulia.
It's just Giulia.
Julia.
It's Giulia.
Julia, like the girl's name.
Exactly.
Yeah.
J-U-L-I-A.
Next up, we have the Lamborghini Centenario, which kind of looks like Centenario. It
looks like Centenario, but leave it to the Italians for 1C being pronounced like a CH.
It is supposed to be for the 100th anniversary, so there's actually meaning behind that century. You can see the link between that, but it's a very complex name that I'm willing to bet many people are going to screw up the pronunciation of that.
Next is the Bugatti Chiron. Now, I'm going to throw my friend James under the bus here. It is not the Bugatti Chiron. That is not even the correct order of letters.
It's a little dyslexic, maybe.
But it's not... Chiron. Yeah, it's
I mean, initially,
Chiron.
I thought it was Chiron when it first
So did I, yeah.
But it's Chiron, it's French, and then it's not Cryon. Sorry, James, you're wrong. Next up, we have the Pagani Huayra, which is spelled H-U-A-Y-R-A. So it kind of looks like Huayra or Hurrah, or as Jeremy Clarkson famously put it, sounds like the noise you make when you get punched in the stomach and you throw up. Pagani, yeah, it's
it is complicated. It means the god of wind.
Yep.
But
Huayra.
Once you know, it's like Y.
Ra. Much more difficult than the previous car, the Zonda, which
Zonda is very self-explanatory.
You can't screw that up. Whereas the Huayra, it looks a little confusing. So, cool name though. What else? The Koenigsegg Agera R.
Apparently, it's like Agera R.
Yeah, we just got roasted because we called it the Agera, and everybody was complaining about that. So sorry, guys.
There you go. So even automotive enthusiasts. Agera R is not right. It is the Agera. And Koenigsegg, that is pretty hard to pronounce. Spelling is harder to do than
my roommate would always call it Koenigsegg, and I wanted to punch him every single time he said that. It's not Koenigsegg, it's Koenigsegg.
We're just roasting people we know in this video.
But yes, the Koenigsegg Agera R.
Agera. It's not Agera. You said it wrong. See?
Damn it.
The Agera R.
Agera R, yeah.
Lamborghini likes to name their cars off Spanish fighting bulls. Now, the latest V10 supercar is called the Huracan, which means hurricane in Spanish.
Yes.
The Huracan is unfortunately going to be a very hard word to use in rap songs, unlike the Gallardo or the Murcielago.
Yeah.
So we'll see if Akon comes back, if he can say, hop up in my Lamborghini Huracan. Doesn't really sound that catchy. But yes. Some people even call it the Huracan in the factory. So I just call it the Huracan, but it is not...
It's not easy to pronounce.
It's kind of confusing.
Yes.
Next up, from Ferrari, we have one of the most pretentious names of all time, because if you say it incorrectly, anyone who's associated with Ferrari will probably shoot you or get really angry. So it is the Ferrari 458 Speciale.
Yes.
Let's just call it the freaking Special, just to see how pissed off Ferrari gets. Oh, is that the 458 Special? The 458 Special.
I call it the Speciale.
Heard it here first.
We actually have a friend who every single time he says it like Speciale.
Exactly.
Like,
Speciale.
Yeah, he loves Ferraris. So.
That is how it's pronounced, though.
Yes, all right. Next up, we have another Lamborghini, the Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera.
That is incorrect. So you are voted off the island, unfortunately. It's the Gallardo Superleggera. Now, it is pronounced Gallardo because the name is a Spanish fighting bull, even though Lamborghini is an Italian company. Yeah. It is not Gallardo, and it is Superleggera, not Superleggera.
One of my favorite comments was on a video of his old Lambo. And he goes, "You own this car and you can't even pronounce it. It's Gallardo." It's like, no.
It's not Gallardo.
No.
So.
Also, Superleggera stands for super light. Also, yeah, not Superleggera. Porcia. A lot of Americans just say Porsche. I think it's actually, the Germans actually pronounce it like Porsche. They
yeah,
say it,
like EH, Porsche.
Yeah, they say it different, but it's not Porsche. It doesn't rhyme with Porch.
No, it's definitely not a Porsche, and it is not a Porsche.
Yeah.
So Portia, if, you know what, actually at Quail, somebody announced it like Porsche. They're like,
really?
We're so happy, there's all these great cars out here today, the Lamborghini Centenario and the Porsche. And you're like, oh, that's not good. That does not make you look very professional. So, Porsche.
Fortunately, the rest of the things are just all numbers. So
that is true. GT3 RS, that's pretty hard to pronounce wrong, but you never know, I guess.
Be dyslexic, a GRS 3T. Next up, we have a Volkswagen, the Volkswagen Touareg, which looks like Touareg, but it's actually not that. I think that's the one that's named after some African tribe, and it's the Touareg.
That goes on the list of stupid names.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
It just looks weird. Also, Volkswagen has really weird names. They have the Volkswagen Tiguan, which is the little one, and then the EOS, which looks ugly. And
I mean, you have to remember, people are going to be hopefully talking about your brand and the cars, and if you can't even tell somebody what the name of the car you drive is, it's probably going to be an issue.
Yeah.
I mean, I drive the
Volkswagen,
the Tour. I drive the Touareg. Yeah.
Touareg. There you go. Two distinct syllables.
Touareg.
What's the last one?
I don't know. You have the list. So, what rhymes with Sunday? It is Hyundai.
Monday rhymes with Sunday. So does Tuesday.
All right.
And Wednesday.
That is true. All right. But we are talking about cars, not days of the week so far, until we start our Days of the Week YouTube channel. Look forward to that.
But no.
Today is Wednesday for Wednesday's vlog.
Hyundai,
yeah.
Not Hyundai, not Hyundai. Hyundai.
Pretty much everyone pronounces that wrong.
Yes, it's
so
rather difficult.
Hyundai, you might even sound dumb pronouncing it like that, but it is the correct way to say it.
It is indeed. And then the last one on the list is not hard to pronounce. It's just, it gets on the list based on sheer difficulty in remembering it, because it is the Bentley Continental Flying Spur W12 Mulliner. Yeah,
it's 39 characters long, 16 syllables.
What is it?
What?
BCFSWM for short.
The amount of time it took you to create that acronym was way longer.
Bentley Continental Flying Spur W12 Mulliner.
There you go. So, like we said, some names are awesome, some are dumb, and some are just extremely hard to pronounce. So hopefully after this video, you can sound a little bit more like you know about cars. At least you can pretend to, because that's what we do throughout all of these videos.
If you have any other car names that are really hard to pronounce or just sound ridiculous, comment below, because we'd love to see some more of those. We would love to see them. Yep. I'm sure there's tons that we missed. Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like always, please browse our channel and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next video.